Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Dustin Gower. I'm on with a subject that really should be self-explanatory. Our Second Amendment and why we should care about this. It says a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. What that means is the anti-gun law that prohibits you from owning any law that prevents you from owning any kind of weapon is unconstitutional. Well, let's get down to why this is important. Well, because there's people trying to take away our guns as is, and gun control does not work, for one. Now, these people are saying that the Supreme Court might make a decision to so this decision might end up making everyone able to own the rights they own the guns that they should already be able to own. But furthermore, let's just go back to let's go to an article on the NRA, or the ILA, which anyway, this article basically says that gun control does not work. And here's why. Alright, so one, gun control is basically laws that keep you from owning, which is basically the government saying, we're going to use gun violence to end gun violence, because if you don't surrender your weapon, we're going to use our own guns to take yours. That's basically what gun control is. Same limit there on the restrictions. Which shouldn't be the case. There shouldn't be any restrictions at all based on the Second Amendment. But basically, criminals will not obey these laws, for one. Which means good people like you and I are not going to protect yourselves from these guys because these guys are just gonna get guns no matter how hard you make it on us. The good people. Because they get these weapons through underground stuff, or their gifts, or they stole the gun from somebody. Who knows? I mean, there are many ways for them to get guns other than a legal gun store. And then you got the fact that background checks aren't really effective. Someone could have no criminal record and have criminal intent and go and get a gun. So background checks don't work for that. If you look at California, that had so many gun restrictions, and yet they have a very high rate of shootings and things like that. So, again, it doesn't work. Crime goes down when we can defend ourselves. Crime goes down when good guys have guns. Okay, like us. People that only want to use them to protect themselves. If we can't have our guns, or weapons, then we can't protect ourselves from the bad people. And the police are never on time. They're always minutes away when seconds count. So if you look at, from 1991 to 2019, violent crimes have dropped by more than half. And yet, the number of privately owned firearms has doubled in that same time period. So, looks like people are genuinely normally using them for protection, not for violence. Most people. Far less. And well, if the criminal sees you have the bigger gun, they're likely to just run away. If they have a pistol and you have an AR-15, they're probably going to run away. In those situations. And like I said, so cities with the strictest gun laws, gun control law, have the highest crime rates because people can't protect themselves with those same guns. It's interesting how all that shooting and murder rates in Chicago surged 50% in 2020. And that city recorded the highest number of gun-related homicides on record. Chicago became the most. So, Chicago, for example, is very, very strict on their gun law. And yet, in 2020, when everything shut down, they became the most murderous city in the country. Wow. All because the people that were being murdered didn't have the weapon that they to protect themselves. New York City saw somewhere. He's running outside and seeing his. So, basically, the conclusion is A, gun control is illegal, according to our Constitution, and B, it doesn't work. Now, the Supreme Court is trying to say that now they've already ruled that it doesn't really apply to their Second Amendment doesn't apply to us. When in reality, it does, but they're going to make it apply to us. When it already did, which doesn't make sense. Hey, as long as there's less gun control, I'm all for it. Give people what they need to protect themselves. Let's make this whole place a lot safer. And with that, this has been Dustin Gower. I'm out.